Alright guys, welcome back to part 5 of our Total War Attila Let's Play campaign of the last Roman DLC, playing as the Roman Expedition. In the last part I ended it off at this battle. We're going to fight it today. Hopefully we win. If we lose, we're going to be really set back in Italy, but I think we should be able to win this. They outnumber us by a ton. They have about 5,200. We have about 3,500. So let's see how this goes. Alright, just to address what's at stake at this battle. If we win this battle and we don't get severely destroyed in casualties and it end up being like a Pyrrhic victory, Rome itself will be takeable pretty easily. Now, over here, the choice is, do we deploy on this hill or do we deploy on this hill? I think our reinforcements are going to come in over here. So if we sit in this, we might honestly just sit in the corner and just stretch, because what we need to do, just get everything over here. We're going to corner camp. We can't have the generals die, either one of them. Okay, they are coming in over here. So what I want to do, let's go like 3. Go like that. Wait for them to come in. We'll have a bunch of archers. We got those. And from here, we can go like that. Is that everything? Yes. So now it's pause and get organized. Because we're going to need our spears to counter their cavalry. So we're going to put spears staggeredly throughout the entire line. So we'll do something along these lines. The cav is going to be pretty important. I'll probably leave some cav units back here with the general, because I don't want to lose all my cav. If I need them later to deal with archers, I want to have them. So we'll leave them back here with the generals. Probably more like that. Archers. We get 2 additional archer units, which is fine. Every unit's in. Now these... I really need to figure out how we're going to deploy, because we cannot lose this battle. It's very crucial. So, while I figure that out, I'm going to pause the recording, and I will be back, and I will talk to you guys in a minute. Alright, so what we've decided to do is go for a, kind of like a box, the corner camp, because we have a lot of men. We have a reserve unit of spears and swords. Cavalry reserve, both generals nearby, so we can use their abilities. Archers that can fire in all directions. And we'll have our regular cav kind of hide, so we can deal with their archers. We're going to micro the cav. We're just going to sit and wait for their archers. If they start getting too close, we'll run behind our line. I don't want to fight straight up. Our men are in testudo, so their archers will be limited in their effectiveness, which is a great thing. They have... So far, not all of their armies are in, which is a good thing. Once you sit right here where you're at. They gotta move. I will fast forward until the battle is about to start, so you guys don't get bored watching them march. Alright, here we go. We got a cavalry engagement here. Which is not a bad thing. We'll actually have you go charge our archers. Double back and encircle. That's skirmish cav. You sit back here. Sit back here. I don't want to lose you. If you guys eliminate this unit, that would be great. Keep them from reinforcing. Actually, drive off the skirmisher unit. I don't want them to have support. Keep them away, but don't engage. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. They are all mounting over here. So you, come over here. To boost the center. Their spears aren't as big of a threat. What you need to do is target their heavy comitatenses. That's what we need to target. We limit their comitatenses. That'll help. This unit. Actually, these two. The cavalry's not in range yet. So we'll go slow-mo for now. Envelop that cav unit. Hopefully we're able to destroy it sooner rather than later. Come on, guys. The sooner you're able to destroy that, the better. Alright, their general is dead somehow, but their general's here. I don't see how he's dead. But if they're going to give me the buff, I'll take it. Fire. Fire. Charge here in the back. Go for their archers. If you guys are going to die, I want you to die killing archers. Limit the fire on their main line. Here you can reinforce here. You also get over here. Boost that up. Start moving out on the flanks so we can try to envelop. You move over here so you're able to apply... No, stay over here. Stay over here. Pinning them down. Go after the archers. Break out. Kill their skirmishers. These guys are in Testudo. Run their skirmishers down. Keep them from applying pressure. All we gotta do, now we should move up our generals and use their abilities. We still have our cavalry reserve in the center. If we can break out, oh, actually we can break out. We can break out our cav on the flank, that'll help us a lot. Now it's all about destroying their cav. Come down here and hit their unit. I don't care if our cav gets destroyed, as long as we beat their cav. Those broken away. That's our cavalry running. That's our cav running. Over here, we've killed a good amount. How's our main line holding? They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Alright. Get over here. Got more behind the archers. Let's fire on the infantry. You can outright move over here. Line up like that. Break out. Line up there. Give them buffs. We want them all to start breaking. Break that unit. Move up. We need to reinforce over here. Fire on that unit. Kill the other general. Get out of melee. Line up. Go for it. Kill this cav unit. It's crucial we break it. Numbers are starting to close the gap. Okay. Kill that archer unit. You charge this unit in the back. Hoping that breaks that unit. Over here. We've lost basically John the Armenian's army at this point. All of our archers. Fire here. Charge that unit. Wipe them out over there. This battle's been going on for 13 minutes. If we take this, we retake Rome for the Empire. Get over here. Okay, we're winning. John can break out. And Belisarius can break out. We're going to have to run down these troops. We can't let any escape. There's more. Alright, let's actually get John's army back over here. Form a line. We got the other army coming. Get over here. I need the spears over here. Stop firing. we can kill that general, it might help. Yeah, they're starting to break. Pull you back. I don't want to lose you. Get over here. I need my cataphracts. Let me get John out. I don't want to risk losing him. That's one thing. If I'm not talking a lot, it's because I'm tryharding. Charge over here. If I lose you, I lose you. You're gonna go for that unit. John, you gotta charge for this. John did die historically, so, I mean, we're not technically inaccurate. But he died chasing Vandalic insurgents. How many's left? 1,300. Plus, we had some men leave, so we'll have more men than it says. I'm just gonna kill this unit. That'll help. Come on, break it. Okay, if they're fighting that unit, John needs to get over here. Come on, they should be almost breaking. This battle was so annoying. This is the Battle of Rome. I guess. I mean, it's outside Rome. It's a battle for Rome. A very long battle. I don't want to lose you. Get over here. Go charge that unit. Alright, let's fast forward because the battle's basically over at this point. Woo! That was a Pyrrhic victory. That took forever. We lost about 2/3 of the army, but we dealt a devastating defeat on them. I need that 15%. Well, usually I do the money, but I need that 15%. Rome's going to have a good garrison. It may prove to be an indecisive battle. I hope it doesn't. I would really like for us to take Rome in this part after fighting that battle, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We are in Camp Sand, so we should replenish some. This is where we need help from Justinian. We just need numbers. If we could have just taken 18 instead of 2100, I feel like the situation would be a lot different. Alright, enemy killed in battle. Okay, what's the condition? Pretty damaged. Pretty damaged. Mercenaries. They don't have much of their armies left. But Rome will be able to reinforce. So if we come this way, get Belisarius, the mercenaries, move up. If that's Rome's garrison, then we just win. I mean, to 2%. And we retook Rome. Guess now we gotta take Riete. But the army's gotta replenish. We didn't... Let's get rid of the mercenaries now. Thought I recruited a unit of mercenary cav. Guess it got destroyed? No, I just couldn't get it. That's what happened. Okay, so we got this. Let's go to encamp stance. John needs reinforcements. He can't get anything until level, what is it, 6? And nothing can be upgraded because we don't have the money. So if we wait, next turn we'll have the money. Now we gotta do force details. Don't need public order. We can get integrity. That will help a lot. So we've taken Rome. I don't see any major Ostrogothic army nearby. Let's check between Asculum and Riete. Ravenna is the capital, which is not that far from the Imperial border. But, like, I know it says we control this, but I really just don't feel like we actually do. It's like Rome and north of the Tiber. Like, over here is what I feel like we, like, area of actual control, if that makes sense. Until the armies replenish. Belisarius is going to be in a position to take Riet next. But we'll have to see what happens. That was intense. Alright, before we end our turn, down here in Africa, we're going to retake this city for Justinian. Continuing to push back against the Berbers. Claiming that for Justinian. This army can move up. You need to sit in camp stance and get replenishment. And then you'll sit in camp stance to reduce upkeep. But we've done a lot. We've essentially just... I know they have armies over here fighting the Byzantines or the rest of the Roman Empire, but it really feels like we've defeated the Ostrogoths entirely. They're going to have time to rebuild some armies. But by then, at least this area should have fallen, maybe even Iridium. But we will have to see. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Here, which gets you off of encamp stance. You've replenished a decent bit. Which try to destroy what's left of the Berber armies down here. Wish I had one of these armies in Italy. It'd be so beneficial to have one of these in Italy right now. But we need to wait and replenish before we do anything. And over here in Italy, in John's army, we need to upgrade this so we can recruit Sagittari out of it. Not recruit a general. This army. No, this one is getting much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go 4 and 1 to give us some reprieve. This army will be ready to make an advance over here soon. They have a deep... But 10,000, I guess, wasn't involved in that battle, but we've seen it in other parts of the campaign. So we'll probably have another major battle near Asculum. I don't feel like we have any armies coming from Justinian. So taking Riet, Asculum, Spoletorium would be another major campaign. But we're going to have to rebuild the armies. Belisarius' army is getting rebuilt. It'll be ready next turn. Dangerously low integrity, that's fine. Alright, let's see what we can get done here. This army is mostly fixed. This army has been fine. So we will advance on the Vandals. Since they came back, since the Eastern Roman Empire could not handle their shit. So over here, we'll go back to Italy. Both these armies should be ready. How long? 2 turns. Okay. Here, we can't build anything until we have an 8. So let's go... Let's go on the offensive. We'll move Belisarius up. John's army. That's where the 10,000 is. We're not going to advance John's army by itself. It doesn't have the men to fight that by itself. So next turn we'll take Rayet, and then in the next part we'll advance near Spoletorium and maybe Asculum. One thing I might do, actually, is if we take Spoletorium and move up to Pistorum, it cuts off Asculum and Ancona, and it'll let us take Ravenna, but in all honesty, I'm probably just going to keep moving up from the south and just conquering up. That's probably the best bet to keep doing. It looks like Justinian's control over Italy, in southern Italy, is contested. So after that, we'll have to march down and re-establish control in southern Italy. So the Ostrogoths might get a moment of reprieve. But that is where we're going to end today's video, is next turn after we take this city. Alright, we got low integrity here and here. So we need to keep moving up. Let's take this city. Should eliminate the Vandals and let us keep pushing throughout the rest of North Africa. Now we'll have to campaign up the river. Or not up the river, up the coast. Here... We'll get that. What's the integrity? Decimate. This army, low integrity, decimate. Gotta raise our integrity. Over here, the 10,000 is there. Both armies are basically entirely. Okay, we'll encircle. They have about 3,000. So we should actually outnumber the Goths at Riet. I'll take the auto-resolve. We might take more casualties again, but it'll be a couple turns to replenish, but we should be fine overall. We lost one cav unit. We can re-recruit that. John's army didn't really lose anything, so he's able to still go out and campaign. We'll reclaim this for Justinian. So now, with this army, we need to get a unit of Tagmata cav. This army can't get anything until next. Camp stance, 2 turns. We will get you. We're making 1,800 a turn. Let's go. Tagmata cav. But anyway, this is where we're going to end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and peace.